Now, it's a fact of the human condition that we tend to associate with those who are most like us. Our families, with the same backgrounds and habits, even physical features and mannerisms, often enough alike to drive us a little bit crazy. Our friends with whom we have shared experiences and common interests. Our co-workers who share the pattern of our daily lives, and our churches, who tend to share similar theological ideas, political affiliations, and economic levels within each congregation. Churches tend to be one of the most segregated places in our culture. Those who join us are expected to look and act within the margins of appropriateness. And they may bring their own flavors and variations on the way we've always done things, but at some point, if they find themselves not fitting in, they'll leave. It's only natural then that churches who want to grow tend to look for people who are a lot like them. Folks who know to come to church at 10:30, who know how to dress for worship, who know how to carry themselves with an appropriate amount of reverence. I would guess, though, that the people who are likely to adhere to these often unspoken traditions already have a church home. So your growth is going to come from either new people moving into the community or church members having babies. But those aren't the only people whom God has chosen and called. Christianity isn't a birthright. It's a life lived in response to the free gift of God's grace. There are people in this world who know that there is something greater than them, who have experienced God, but don't have the language to articulate that experience. We use ugly words to describe them, like unchurched. And they are not us unless they become just like us. It's an us and them division drawn over who belongs in the club. But being chosen by God is not based on whether or not one attends church. It's based solely on the will of God. Even if that means we are sent from our Israelite spiritual heritage into a Gentile world.